Good morning. It is Monday, April 6th, and we are going to do some reading. So basically under Google Classroom, under classwork for reading today, your key question is, how can the plot of a story be affected by its setting? So I'm just going to go over to my Google document, take a look at that key question again. How can the plot of a story be affected by its setting? All right, so let's tap into some prior knowledge, what you already know. What is the setting of a fictional text? Give you some time to think. Yes, the setting of a fictional text is where and when the story takes place. What is the plot of a text? Give you some think time. The plot is the events that take place during the story. So what happens in the story, basically? How are these two literary concepts related? Well, that is the question of today. So let's head over to what we're doing. There's our key question. How can the plot of a story be affected by its setting? What are the materials you need to use today? Well, you will be reading one story. You might be reading Snowstorm. You might be reading Through the Woods. It might be a story called Living on Mars, or it might be Storm Surge. Our learning goals for today. We definitely want to pay attention to details in the story. We're really going to come back to how can the plot of a story be affected by its setting. So as we've identified, the setting is where and when it takes place. The plot is the events that happen. So you're going to read some stories that include details and examples which you can use to answer that key question for today. All right, happy reading, and let's go back to today's work. So, going back to the assignment, before reading, you're going to preview the text you have assigned. You're going to look at the text features. I'm going to give you some think time on what are text features. Yes, they are headings, they are illustrations, they're captions. So pay attention to that. You're going to make a prediction. What do you think this article or story is going to be about? Pretty much at this point, you do know it is an adventure story. As your active reading strategy for today is to read the story once, to look for unfamiliar words you do not know. Look for hints to confirm the main idea prediction that you made. Your close reading review, reread the story and look for details about this setting and how it affects the plot. And you're going to have some comprehension questions at the end of today's work. So I'm going back into Google Classroom. Here is your instructions with what I just read to you. I'm going to add the links on which you will click on today. And I hope you enjoy your story. And remember, how can the plot of a story be affected or change because of its setting? All right, good luck and happy reading today.